Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, and we are back with our NBA, NHL, and college basketball best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these best bet videos every single day, and we're going after 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So make sure you hit that. I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, that was a flush the tape type day for your boy. Okay, that was a bad day. We went Kentucky minus 4.5. Terrible. Michigan State, by the way, Michigan State made 13 threes total their first 4 games. Okay. They had 7 in the first half, and they just shot the lights out. I mean, good for Michigan State. They played way better than Kentucky. Just great win for Michigan State. Blazers on the money line didn't get it done, and then we had the over 5.5. Toronto and St. Louis, which I thought we had that one, but we didn't. So you know what? It's just as hard to go 1-3 as to go 3-0, and we're gonna bounce back hard today. I got a full slate of picks for you guys today in the college basketball, NBA, and NHL. And if we go 3-0, I'm going to give away $100 cash or a week. Remember, there's always someone who likes this video, comments their favorite play, and is subscribed to the channel. So make sure you do that right now. But let's jump into plays that we actually have for today. First, I'm going to start in college basketball. Personally, the most interesting game on the docket, in my opinion, was going to be the over 181.5 in Alabama and Illinois. Now, listen, this number in college basketball is crazy high. I mean, anything that's over 160, 165 in college basketball is a crazy high over-under. It's the equivalent, 181 point over-under is the equivalent in NBA of like 252 or something crazy like that, okay? This is a very, very big number, but there's a saying, styles make fights. And in this specific case, the style that Alabama and Illinois play make this fight. And this line started at 176.5 earlier in the week when the line first came out. It has been bet all the way up to 182.5 in a lot of books. I found 181.5 on Hard Rocks. That's probably the best line that you're going to be able to find. And the sharps are all over the over with a 41% of the bets, while 67% of the money is on the over, because when the public sees this number, they're like, oh my God, there's no way that they can score that many points. That's insane. But the thing is like with how these two teams play, this line is very, very conceivably going to hit. And both these teams play at a ridiculous pace. They shoot 1 million threes. They play little to no defense. Now Illinois has a really good front line where they rebound very, very well offensively. So that's going to give a lot of second chance points. And Alabama shoots 1 million threes a game, and they shoot them at a relatively high percentage, except when they play against Purdue. And one thing I will say as well is that Purdue is one of the best defensive teams in the entire country, and Alabama still scored over 80 points on them. Illinois is not remotely in Purdue's league defensively, and I could see Alabama putting up 90 points in this game, 90 plus points in this game. Same thing with Illinois, because Alabama, I don't think Purdue's that great of an offensive team. I don't think Purdue's that great of an offensive team either. And Alabama let up 87 points to them, and Purdue didn't even play particularly well on the offensive end. Now, the one thing that would scare me a little bit, to be frank, is it's a neutral site game, and neutral site games usually go under. Like yesterday on our membership, we gave out unders for Kentucky, Michigan State, and then Kansas and Duke. Both of them hit easily. Duke and Kansas was a little scary, but still they cashed pretty easily. But it's a neutral site game. But Illinois barely has to travel. They go down the road. Instead of being in Champaign, they're going to be in Chicago. There's not that big of a difference. And Alabama has already played a lot of good competition and good defenses, and Alabama has played neutral site games already. So they're going to be used to it, which I like that. It's going to be one hell of a game. It should be really, really fun. I'm going with the over 181.5 Alabama and Illinois here in this game. Next, I'm going to jump to the NBA. I'm going to go with a sleeper play here that I absolutely love, that you guys, we're going to cash, and we're going to look like, if it doesn't cash, we're going to look like dumbasses, but when it does, because it will, we're going to look extremely smart. Raptors money line versus the Sixers. The sharps are heavy on the Raptors right now, 44% of the bets, while 73% of the money is on the Raptors here in this game. And the reason why that's the case is, and by the way, just to be clear, I have been long on the Sixers all year. I love the Sixers team. I think they're actually going to be really, really good this entire year. I've been saying it. I said it since the beginning of the season. They've played pretty well. But Paul George is out, which actually might be a good thing for the Sixers. But Embiid is out, which is definitely a problem. Bona's out, which is their second or third string center, however you want to cut it, and Kelly Oubre, their best perimeter defender, is also out today. That's a massive blow to the Sixers defensively, specifically Embiid, Bona, and Oubre. That's a massive, massive deal. And that leaves the Sixers very short-handed when it comes to size. And if you look at this Raptors depth chart, Emmanuel Quickley obviously is a regular point guard, but Brandon Ingram is a shooting guard, and he's like 6'8", like 6'9", somewhere in that range. RJ Barrett, 6'8", 6'9". Scotty Barnes, 6'10". Podol is a 7-footer. They have a very, very tall and strong front wall, like basically 2 through 5. The Raptors have a massive advantage when it comes to size, like I mentioned, and I think they're gonna be able to defend the Sixers very, very well. Maxey and Edgecombe are not going to get their easy rim runs like they're used to because they're going to have the middle clogged up. And the Raptors are elite defensively. And this also is a look-ahead spot for the Sixers because the Sixers have the Bucks tomorrow. That's why they're resting all their guys, and it's a back-to-back, and they don't want to play Embiid on any of the back-to-backs because he's made of paper. And the Raptors, on the other hand, are going to be really up for this game because they've got a marquee name for a team, like the Sixers are a marquee team. And then the Raptors play the Wizards on Friday, and they don't give a shit about the Wizards. So, and by the way, I'm from the DC area, like Northern Virginia. No one cares about the Wizards at all, much less the Raptors. This is going to be the game the Raptors really put on, and the Raptors really get up for. And the Sixers are going to be looking ahead for the Bucks game tomorrow. So give me the Raptors on the money line versus the 76ers here in this game, and then I'm going with the over 6.5 Calgary and Buffalo at plus 110 odds. So we get some plus money here on the channel, which I like. 39% of the bets, while 43% of the money is on the over here in this game. I really think it's just because of two reasons. The odds are good at plus 110. That's definitely a big part of it because when you get plus money on a total, that's a pretty good number. And then also here's the other thing is that Calgary played last night. And oftentimes in the NHL, when a team is off back-to-backs, it's a high-scoring game. Regardless, as long as it's only one team. The reason being is because Calgary doesn't have a ton of time to game plan. They have 24 hours of game plan. They're going to just give them a scouting report, and that'll be basically it. And you're going to have heavier defensive legs. And Buffalo has been just sitting in Buffalo the last couple games, and they've been a lot better offensively this year than in prior years. And Calgary, with heavy defensive legs, not a lot of time to game plan. Buffalo should be able to score, and Calgary's going to be running off piss and vinegar, and I think they'll be able to score decently on Buffalo. So give me over 6.5 Calgary and Buffalo here, plus 110 odds. Now, if you want the rest of our plays are on our site at zdnbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the pinned comment below. We went 4-0 on our members only yesterday, by the way, so definitely want to join up there. Again, the website is linked in the pinned comment below. But a quick recap: we have the over 181 in Alabama and Illinois. We have the Raptors on the money line versus the Sixers, and the over 6.5 Calgary and Buffalo. So guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out those other videos.